It takes being willing to examine yourself. Amen. How can anybody follow you when you can't follow God? How can God expect you to be a leadership in anybody's life when you can't allow Him to lead you? Amen. In order for us to be able to be an example, we've got to be a good follower. Amen. Go with me to Ephesians chapter 5. Amen. Four times, Paul himself, in his writings, 4 times, he says, "Be ye followers of me." That word "follow," it means to make ourselves examples. To follow, it means that there is something that we desire to imitate. Amen. To follow means the ability to imitate what you see. Amen. You follow something. Amen. You're going to follow what you think's going to benefit you. Somebody don't always follow. Anybody's got any sins. I remember when I was a young boy growing up. They were just nuts. And I knew I didn't need to be following them, but for some reason they was young men that I've seen. And Brother Jerry, I thought, man, I like to be like that. So why I do follow it? Whether it's right way or not, I still followed it because it appealed to me. Amen. Because I don't even sin, the carnal my identity with God. Amen. To look at Christianity and to look at people that walk up by the will of God. Amen. I don't really see nothing that's worth following. Amen. But when the glorious light of the gospel of Christ begins to shine in our life, amen, we begin to be revealed and we see ourselves for who we are. Amen. Then and only then we begin to desire a change. And in desiring that change, we begin to find something that we can relate to as to what we want to look like. Amen. Young women that are growing up, they use mamas as a role model because they want to be like mama. Young boys use daddy as a role model because they want to be like daddy. Amen. But listen, we as the children of God use Jesus Christ as a role model because we want to be a follower of Christ. Amen. If we're going to follow after Him, amen, we have to desire to be like Him. Amen. Ephesians. You're probably already there and I'm having trouble getting there. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1. Being therefore followers of God as dear children, and walk in love as Christ also hath loved us, and hath given Himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet-smelling savor. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becoming saints, neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. For this you know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light. In the Lord walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto God. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Now, for the sake of time, we can keep on reading all the way through that chapter. Some good stuff. You get towards the latter part of it, and he begins to talk about the family. He begins to address the man, he begins to address the woman, he begins to address the children. I mean, right on down, servants and all. He begins to speak to them and deal with them. Amen. But he said, have no fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness. I want you to know something else what he said. He said, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. Amen. God expects us to be followers of Him. Amen. Listen to what 3 John said, the 11th verse. He said, beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doeth good is of God, but he that doeth evil hath not seen God. Then he gives for us an example. Demetrius hath good report of all men, and of the truth itself. Yea, and we also bear record, and ye know that our record is true. Amen. He said, again, he said, follow not that which is evil. He said, but follow that which is good. Amen. You know, if we're not careful, the Bible, James, and in chapter 1, we read a little bit there, but the verse, I think it's 14, 15, 16, he said, let no man say